And now, Philipsburg Broadcasting proudly presents Good Morning, Mr. Governor, with Francis Carty.
Good morning, Mr. Governor. Replace corruption with integrity. After spending from mid-March 2020 to today 2 solid months in involuntary isolation or quarantine, we had nothing else to do but to think, reflect, and understand what's most important in life. It was quality time to spend with our immediate families, learn the importance of social distancing, and using our face masks, because the coronavirus, COVID-19, did not discriminate. You either conform to scientific guidance aimed to protect you from being contaminated by the virus, or you became a victim of your own ignorance. Therefore, as we come out of this tense 2 months of concerns and are worried, we thank the Almighty for leading us safely out of this pandemic experience, and for delivering us into a period of redemption and obedience. The gradual and phased reopening of this island is neither to restore life nor restore our destination to what it used to be, but rebuild it into the destination that it should become. The island inherited a reputation as the friendly island because our people were naturally friendly. Therefore, our visitors were taken aback by our friendliness because it made them feel at home and welcome. We were mostly island residents who were very proud to be part of the island's development with tourism and did everything that we could to keep the growth going. But with every success, we lose sight of our purpose for being, and we allowed others with their own selfish motivations to abandon that pride and replaced it with their overriding sense of greed and selfishness, to the point that many of our elected officials saw these selfish moves and began to implement it into their governing practices that encouraged the growth of a culture of corruption that is presently hampering everything that we wish for our country's economic and commercial growth. Now, with the intervention of the pandemic, coronavirus COVID-19, we are forced to review this culture of corruption and replace it with a new understanding of the practice of integrity. This will not be easy because we assumed that corruptive practices were better than the right ways to get things done. It's this shifting of our priorities, practices, and understanding of what is right from what is wrong that we will be wrestling with as we struggle to reopen the island and its tourism-based economy. Those who acquired their strength through corruptive practices against our local workers will have to accept the reality that they received their licenses because they agreed to train their workers how to perform their tasks in accordance to their standards of service excellence, and if they fail to do so, they fail the right to have such a license. Therefore, as we gradually open the island and its economy to the world of tourism, it must be done with a clear understanding that the private sector is licensed to provide experiences to their guests and customers that they cannot find any other part of the Caribbean. And to do so, we will have to end all corruptive practices and replace them with an appropriate sense of integrity. Good morning, Mr. Governor.
That was Good Morning, Mr. Governor by Francis Carty.